Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Look Ahead Show here for Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Hey, if you're new to the Look Ahead Show, hey, welcome aboard. Glad you're joining me here. Normally it's Vegas Al with the Look Ahead Show, but Vegas Al's feeling a little bit under the weather. So shout out everybody. Shout out Vegas Al. Get better, buddy. Everybody's missing you here on the Look Ahead Show. So definitely hope you're feeling better. You'll be able to get back at it soon. But hey, I'm here joining you. I'll be looking over the card here on Monday to get us a little look ahead at the slate we got going. We got, 6 games on the NHL. Through in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll touch on about 5 or 6 college basketball games. And then, hey, it's a smaller slate in the NBA as well. So, hey, we'll definitely go over those games here on the Look Ahead Show. Excited for it. First time I've been here on the Look Ahead Show. Joined Al once in the chat, so definitely looking forward to this new week. I love this slate on a Monday. Smaller card. There's probably some good spots to make some cash. So, hey, glad you're here joining me here on the Look Ahead Show as we kick off the new week. So, hey, without further ado, let's get right to it. Hope you had a good weekend. Hit some bets. Definitely, yeah. I enjoyed the concert on a Friday night, and let's say after that, it was not so good on the way home. But hey, put that behind me onto the new week. So let's get to it. Let's kick off right with the NHL. I think we're going to go right to. Yep, that's where I'm going to. Let's go right to the NHL. We got the Detroit Red Wings in to take on the Nashville Predators. This is the third game for both these squads back from the Olympic break, and you look how they've been doing. Both win one, lose one. On the break after the All-Star break. You look at this Detroit squad and tough out last game out. It's hey, you lost to Carolina, no shame in that. They're a tough out and going to be a tough out this season. And then this Nashville squad, hey, battled, and they beat the Blackhawks in their return from the Olympic break, and then they battled the Stars. Just lost it in overtime, 3-2 in that one. So head-to-head, we've seen one game already, in Nashville whooped Detroit in Detroit. So I guess we look at this one as a revenge type of game here in this matchup. Looks like it's going to be Gibson most likely getting the start here for the Red Wings, not confirmed, and most likely Saros here for Nashville. As I said, both these teams win one, lose one since the return of the break. But for me, I think I'm going to go with Detroit here in this one. Detroit in away games off of an upset loss as a favorite. 7-0 this season. They're definitely a bounce back squad. Has been this Red Wings team. And you look at in that loss when they got whooped by Carolina 5-2. Detroit also this season off of a 3-goal or more blowout loss. They're 6-0 this season. So revenge as well. Give me the Red Wings in this one on Monday. And that wraps up that first game on the NHL slate. Let's head over to game number 2, where we got the Columbus Blue Jackets in to take on the New York Rangers. And you look at this matchup we got rolling along here. Rangers still struggling at home. We've seen them get whooped earlier. I'm most likely to see some more pieces go from this Rangers squad by the time the trade deadline rolls around. Hey, last time out, they did get a win against the Penguins. Needed a shootout to get the job done there. That ended their 5-game losing streak. But since both games have headed to overtime so far since the return from the Olympic break for the Rangers, Columbus, hey, favored in this one out on the road. And we know Columbus is a favorite, been pretty good. Better as a home favorite. And look what they've done since the return of the break, and it hasn't been good. They lost 4-2 to Boston, and then they lost to the Islanders in overtime. So picking up a point there in that one. Head-to-head, we've seen one meeting, and it needed overtime. It was a 2-1 win for the Rangers. So we dig into this game. Let's just see who's getting the starts in the action. In this one, I'm looking at most likely Merzlikins gets the start for Columbus. Shesterkin, most likely for the Rangers in this matchup. As I said, home cooking hasn't been good for the Rangers all season long. 7-20 straight up, losing better 19 units. While you look at Columbus, hey, over the past couple of months, heading into the Olympic break, they've been playing some pretty good hockey, winning better some money. Out on the road, though, 14-16. But they've definitely been getting some dog prices as a favorite. I don't know if that's where I want to be trusting Columbus out on the road as a favorite. They do have a losing record. I just want to see if what they are as a favorite on the road. When favorite is on the road is they're actually not bad. That's 5-3 out on the road is a minus 200 or less favorite. When the money line's between minus 100 and minus 150, 6-7 out on the road. So coin flip. As I said, still a road favorite out on the road. Not been tough for this Columbus squad, as I said. But you want to bet this Rangers team? No thanks. In home games where the total is 6, which is what I see here. Rangers at home, 2-16? I'm going to take the team total of Columbus over, but I'm also going to take a spot where you look this Columbus Blue Jackets squad, Rangers following a loss, even following one of those losses, following overtime in the spot where they're a home dog. They've lost that first period in 4 straight. So I'm going to take Columbus here in that first period because you get a nice little plus 165 on that. So give me the Blue Jackets here in the first period in this game. Hey, sending over to game number 3 we got in the NHL slate. We've got Philadelphia taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs here in this one on Monday. And hey, you look at what the Leafs are doing. When they follow a loss, they fail to cover. Failing to cover the puck line following a loss. Well, they've done that in 8 straight. And the Flyers, well, not much better. They've come to Toronto and they've lost 7 straight. So just a nice little get-right spot for the Leafs. Someone's L has got to go. Hey. So far in this one, but let's dig a little deeper into this game. Who's getting the start here? Most likely, I expect to see Wall get the start for the Leafs. Vladar most likely for the Flyers. And if you look in this matchup head-to-head, just want to see these two teams, if they've met this season or not. I think so. I think they met once before earlier this season, and the Leafs got the win. Actually, 2 meetings, and the Leafs have been dominant, winners of 5 straight. So at this coin flip price, I know the Leafs, since the return from the Olympic break, hasn't been so good. It's been 3 straight L's where they've mustered 5 goals in 3 games. And what have the Flyers done? Well, they're a nice little 2-game winning streak. They went into New York, got themselves a win. They beat Boston at home, 3-1 back on Saturday. To kick it off, though, they did lose to Washington. But, hey, so this will be their 4th game back for Philadelphia. So 4 games, 6 nice spot. They played a lot more hockey than the same thing. Leafs 4 games, 6 night spot. And they end the streak here. I want to take a shot here with the Flyers at this price. I think we might. Leafs have not looked good. And you trust Wall here? I like it under. I think you get a lower scoring one. But as I said, someone's L has got to go. Give me the Philadelphia Flyers on the money line here in this one on Monday. Hey, that wraps up game 3 on the NHL slate. And they get 30 right? Gotta love that. College games. Hey, I seen that in the in some NBA games today. Some of them fourth quarters. The Bulls and Bucks, for example. I thought, hey, that was a number that was looking like it was trending to the over. And, well, no. They had that one of those crazy fourth quarters where the Bucks scored, what was it, 12 points, 15 points? Trending to the under or the over, and then all of a sudden in the fourth, they're like, nah, we're going to make sure this sneaks under the total. But hey, let's move on. Let's happen. Wish we could win them all. On to Monday. Loving this NHL card. Here's another game. I don't know how much love we can give for this one. I'm sorry, I'm not doing no Canuck dancing, that's for sure. But hey, let's dig into this one. Not the year the Canucks wanted, that's for sure. They made some moves to attempt to have a good season, and it just didn't come to the light. A lot of issues for this Canucks squad. So let's see. What do we get here in this matchup? And for me, it's tough ask. You're asking this Vancouver Canucks team to step up. Can Dallas step up in this spot? They can't take this team lightly, but playing this big giant price with the Stars on the road. Played well out on the road so far, 18-7 on the season. 6 games went to OT. Canucks at home. 6 wins, 6 regulation wins at home this season for this Canucks squad. They've split the season series where home cooking hasn't been home cooking. And you look, that's dated back quite a bit. The last 4 meetings head-to-head between these two squads, the visitor has come away with the W in this one. We've seen 8 goals in the first meeting back in October. in Dallas, and then we've seen 4-2 most recently back in November. So it's been a couple months since these two teams have faced off. Let's see who's getting the start here in this matchup. I'm expecting to see Ottinger. Yeah, that's what I figured. And then Kevin Lankinen, most likely for the Canucks, but not confirmed here in this one. And Dallas, I've just been playing the better hockey. You look what they've done since the return to the All-Star from the Olympic break. They played 2 games. They beat Seattle 4-1, got the OT win over Nashville, and that continues. What is that? 8 straight wins? Only one way to go. I'm going to take the Dallas Stars here in this one. I think they can get to 4 goals. So give me the Dallas Stars team total over here in this one on Monday. All right, that wraps up the 4th thing we got in the NHL. Let's head on over to the next spot here on the ice. We've got Carolina heading into Seattle to take on the Kraken. And we look at this matchup. How are these two teams faring? I think Seattle's rough start to the Olympic break return. Let's see what we got here. Carolina, most recent win. Nice 5-2 win against Detroit. So they played 2 games since the return, and they continue this 5-game winning streak. Heading into Seattle, and you look at Seattle, what have they done since the All-Star return, or since the Olympic break return? They returned with a loss in Dallas 4-1, loss in St. Louis was kind of ugly, but hey, they beat up on the Canucks. Congrats, because it's still a nice little win against a bad Vancouver squad. Facing Carolina here in this one might be a tough ask. We've seen a meeting earlier in Carolina, it was 3-2, so revenge for Seattle? I don't think so. It's Carolina's the better squad. You look at what they do here, as I said, against head-to-head. They've been won 3 of the last 4 meetings. The under has been very prominent between these two. 5 of the last 6 meetings head-to-head have seen the under. I believe this one's at 5.5. I just want to see if it's kind of on the way. Is the line moving, saying it's heading towards an over, or are we still staying? Yep, see, up to 6. I don't know, I might see some goals here in this matchup, but only way to go. You can grab a team total for Carolina if you want. I think they can get to 4 here in this one against the Kraken. Seattle does play their best hockey at home. I don't want to chase a puck line with Carolina, especially with Seattle. 21-8 to that puck line. Solid puck line team. 40-19. But of course, this puck line is probably pretty juiced here for the Kraken. Just want to see what we're looking at here. Plus 1.5, minus 165. It's Carolina win by 2. As I said, the earlier meeting was a 3-2 win. Seattle won the previous meeting before that last season. Yeah, only one way to go here. Give me Carolina to get to that 4-goal mark. I'll take the Carolina team total over here in this one on Monday. Hey, let's wrap up the hockey. We'll head to Los Angeles, where they're in town hosting the Kings. And we'll look here at this matchup. Who's getting the start goalie-wise here? Colorado Kings. Kemper most likely gets the start here for Los Angeles. Wedgwood most likely for Colorado. And you look at both these squads since the Olympic return. We've seen Colorado playing 500 hockey. I'm going to say heading into the Olympic break, they definitely weren't the high octane, beat the snot out of everybody heading into that Olympic break. Maybe they were looking forward to the Olympics, but since coming back, they won the first one in Utah, got the 4-2 win there, lost to the Wild, and then went into Chicago, got a nice little 3-1 win on Saturday. And what have the Kings been doing? Well, they beat up on Calgary on Saturday, got themselves a 2-0 win, got whooped by Vegas, had themselves a lead heading into that third period, and then gave it up, lost 6-4, and then got spanked by the Oilers on the back-to-back spot, 8-1. And now heading to host this Colorado squad. Hasn't been good cooking this season so far. They've been outscored 9-3 versus the Avs this year. Only one way to go. Give me Colorado on the puck line in this one. I think they beat up on the Kings. We've seen the Kings take some beatings, losing 2 of the 3 by 2 goals or more so far since the return. They beat up on a bad Calgary squad. They're in trouble here against Colorado. I'll take the puck line here in this one. Hey, that wraps up the NHL card here as we looking ahead to Monday's slate. So let's get to it. If you're new to the Look Ahead show, normally it is Vegas Al here, but as I said earlier, Vegas Al's a little under the weather. So shout out Vegas Al. Hope he's feeling better soon. But hey, let's get on over to some college basketball here on a Monday. Not a bad little slate we got rolling here for the Monday card. Let's kick it off. I'll even look at this early game for you. We got Norfolk State taking on Morgan State. Definitely not the cream of the crop, as they say here in college basketball, but hey, I got you covered here in this matchup. And you'll look what these two teams have been mustering up over their last few. This one literally kicks off the day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And waiting for my notes to open up. Apologies, good old technology. There we go. Notes opening up. We look Norfolk State. Hey, playing pretty good over the last month. 5-0 straight up and 4-1 ATS wise is Norfolk State. And you look at Morgan State. What have they been doing? 3-2, 4-1 ATS wise over the last month. Last couple of months, 8-4 straight up, 9-3 ATS. Playing some pretty good ball. Norfolk State laying 2.5 here in this one out on the road. Total 155.5. It's come down to 154.5 in this one. You look at Morgan State in their home games. Well, 82.3 points a game they've been scoring defensively, giving up about 73 points a game. But Norfolk out on the road been struggling, 65 points a game this season defensively, giving up 72. For me, this is this tough game. I think you might be Norfolk's been. You want to lay with Norfolk on the road? I don't know about that. I'm leaning to Morgan State here in this one. I think you just, I think you got to take a shot. I just want to see something. Morgan State's, they got one more game against Coppin State later on in the week in three nights there in that one. And that'll be your seat, but I think they get up for this game. They played Norfolk already, got the win. It was close in Norfolk. It was 8, so that got us the over. Morgan State definitely been trending to the over. 7 of their last 8 games have all went over the number. And you look at Norfolk; they've been going to the or the over as well. But for me here, this one, I'm going to take the home dog. Give me the 2.5 you get here with Morgan State. I think maybe the wrong team's favor, especially I don't like what I've seen from Norfolk State out on the road this season. They got beat on their home court. Why should they be favored here coming out on the road? I guess the revenge spot, that's not worth it. Give me Morgan State here plus the 2.5 in this one to start the day. I might even sprinkle on the money line on that one. Hey, let's head on over to the next one we got on the college basketball slate. We got McNeese in to take on Nickel State here in this one on Monday. And we look at this matchup. When I'm looking at this, as always, I'm going to try to open my notes here. Here we go. Open my notes. Click one look over here. Looking at this match up. McNeese on a nice little winning streak is McNeese. 7 straight wins for McNeese here. Cowboys rolling along. They even got 6 straight first half wins. So double result might not be a bad play. Let's deep dive into this a little more. See what we got. We got apologies again. Waiting for my notes to open up. There it is. McNeese. McNeese laying 11.5 here at this one against Nickel State. And you look at this matchup, as I said, McNeese winners of 7 straight games. Definitely playing the better ball right now. McNeese also over the last couple of months, 15-2 straight up. They've been laying these big numbers. So ATS wise, 6-11 in an away conference games, 2-8. I'm looking at this matchup, and what has Nickel State been doing at home? About 76 points a game. I think they keep this close. Defensively, over the last month or so, holding teams to about 72 points a game. I think Nickel State just getting disrespected here. Tamon Sadler will have his team ready to go here Keep this one close. Let's see if these teams have met. No, first meeting this season between these two squads. I'm going to take a Nickel State here. They've been playing good. Cover 3 of the last 4 games against the spread. And you're giving me 11.5 points? I think it's we're starting to see an early theme so far in looking at these college basketball games. I'm going to go with the home dog here. Give me Nickel State here in this one on Monday. All right, let's head on over to the next one we got on the card. There's a team that's been hot. You look at the Privateers here in this matchup here on Monday, and they've definitely been playing the better ball in this matchup. Home court as well, laying 7 against the Southeast Louisiana. Louisiana 2-8 straight up last 10 games, 3-7 out on the road this year. Only 1 win for SLU here in this one. Still not been playing good. New Orleans at home, hey, 5-5 at home this season, but covering numbers 7-3 ATS wise. It's been a dog in a few spots at home here, but land 7, I don't mind that. I think they win by 10 plus after I've capped this game. This will be an in and out one. Give me New Orleans, lay the 7. I got to buy at least 12 plus here in this one. So Privateers for me in this matchup here on Monday. All right, let's head on over to the next one. We got Montana taking on Northern Colorado. Deep into this one. This should be a good matchup. I'm looking forward to this late night action, Mountain West, between these two squads. When you look at Montana State, both teams love to shoot the 3, hitting about 37% from the 3. Montana State definitely got the edge from the free throw line, hitting about 75% of their free throws. Well, wrong one. Montana, 77% from the free throw line. Northern Colorado, same thing, about 76%. Montana's problem, they love to turn the ball over to the tune of about 14 per game. Northern Colorado with a better offense, averaging about 5 points more per game. And slight edge to Montana on the defensive side of things. But for me, this Northern Colorado squad, they definitely love to defend the 3 ball and been good at it, holding teams to 30% shooting or less. And 6.5, I see why you're laying 6.5 here in this matchup. That's what I'd be doing. I don't trust the Grizzlies here in this matchup. Open 5.5 up to 6.5 for good reason. Northern Colorado definitely playing the better ball right now. I just want to look at some numbers here. You look at Northern Colorado, teams who average less steals. So you look at Montana, they're not a high-pressure defense team. They don't pressure a whole lot. Just one of those spots. I got this about 80 to 72, which gives us about an 8-point win. So 6.5, I like it. I'm still got to lean Northern Colorado in this one. Definitely not one of them rushing, but lean Northern Colorado minus the 6.5 here in this matchup. Total wise, if you're looking at a total, I would lean to an under. I think a lower scoring matchup. You look at the last couple of months, Northern Colorado's picked up their defensive play, 9-7 to the under, and over the last month, the last 7 games, 5-2 to the under. Well, Montana's been, they trend to the under as well. So I would lean to an under where it's at 154.5 here in this one. Hey, let's head on over to the next one. We got big game here in this one. We got Iowa State taking on Arizona. This should be a good matchup. Arizona fresh off a win. Double-digit win for Arizona in the last game out. And taking on Iowa State should be a good one between these two schools. Iowa State 7-3 last 10 games. Arizona 8-2. Arizona at home, only 1 loss. 8-8 against the number, though. You look at the Iowa State on the road, 5-4, 5-4 against the number. Last 10, 6-4. Should be a good matchup between these two schools, but I think Arizona's starting to hammer down is what Arizona's doing. Definitely lean to Arizona, but I'm going to look at a total here in this match. I just want to see. We've seen Arizona. You look 4 of the last 5 games have all got under this number. Iowa State, 2 of their last 3 games have hit the under, and even more than that, 5 of the last 7. So I kind of like an under here at 147.5. Let me just look at some over here. You look at, give me a second. I'll throw in one more college basketball here. There it is. You got number 2 against number 4 here in this one. Both teams can chuck the free throw. Arizona with a little bit of an edge off the free throw thing. They're also going to dominate the glass here against Iowa State. I think anything less than this, it is open 8.5 down to 7.5. Sharps been betting Iowa State, thinking they're going to keep it close on the road. I don't know about that. They struggle on the road. You look to score offensively, especially 73 points a game on the road. Defensively, not bad, holding opponents to 68 points a game. Guess that's what you're looking at. You got to hold down this Arizona squad for scoring 90, which is what they do regularly at home, and I think that's what you get here. I think Iowa State's not strong enough to be able to slow down Arizona. I think Arizona's be able to pin whatever number they want here in this matchup. Maybe a look ahead. They got Arizona State, big rivalry on deck, but I don't think so. I think they hammer down and take care of business here. Does Arizona bet on any team? Betting any team, 2 teams, good shooting teams. The second half of the season here, attempting 20 plus or more free throws than the opponent. So Arizona's able to get to that free throw line, and they're good at hitting them. I think that's what happens here, and they pull away and cover this number. Give me Arizona, lay it, but also like the under here in this matchup, as I alluded to. So the under's not Iowa State games versus good free throw shooting teams, 12-2 to the under this season. So got to go with the under here. Iowa State games out on the road versus, as I said, good shooting teams, good free throw shooting teams like Arizona is. TJ Olsenberg in his away games as coach of Iowa State, 24-7. Give me the under in this one as well. Hey, that wraps up the college basketball here as we look ahead to Monday. Yo, hey, how's it going, everybody? Good to see you, TFC. Yep, filling in for Alessandro. He's not feeling so well. Sometimes that happens, gets sick, so filling in, going over the card. But that wraps up the college basketball. Let's turn over to the NBA, where we got a small card, but 4 spots. We got Houston heading into Washington here in this matchup. And let me just pull up my NBA notes here for everybody. We got Houston. This team, they've been up and down. I've been this Rockets squad and laying 15.5. Whew, that's a big boatload to be laying against a Washington squad, 4-6. This is a real tough ask here, this matchup, but let's get into it. We'll look, as I said, Houston out on the road, 17-15. Definitely losing your money if you're betting them on the money line. Spread wise, 17-15 as well. ATS wise, over the last 2 months, not been covering, been losing your money if you've been betting the Rockets. 9-19, losing bettors almost 12 units. Then you look at Washington, what they've been doing. Well, the last couple of weeks, they've been 50-50. 3-3 ATS wise, 4-7 ATS wise the last month. Home games, coin flip, 15-16. This would be a lean for me. I'm definitely not no premium place for me here in this one. I think you have to go. You look at Washington, definitely dealing with some injuries, some guys out. I think Washington's looking forward to the future and what their hold here. Finish out the season, maybe get a better draft pick. But I think for me, it's just too many points. I would lean to an under as well. You look at Houston this season after scoring 105 points or less in a game. They're 12-2 to the under. So I would lean to an under here, but I'm going to grab the 15.5 points with Washington here in this one. Because, as I said, Houston, 9-19 ATS-wise over the last 28. So give me Washington plus the boatload here in this one. All right, let's head on over to Boston, taking on the Bucks. Ooh, the inconsistent Bucks. They go on a streak. Looks like they're going to win some. 6-4 last 10, playing a little better. Coin flip price at home. You get 7.5 as a home dog. Boston, fresh off their win at home. So back-to-back spot for this Celtics squad. This is a tough game. I'm not rushing to the window, but if gun to my head, let's see what we got here. This matchup, as I said, Boston just playing the better ball. last month or so. 8-2 straight up, 7-3 against the number. I definitely don't like the Bucks. Bucks defensively giving up about 120 points a game. Boston gets hot from the 3. This could skyrocket and get real ugly quick. We've seen back on, what was it, February 1st, the Celtics whooped up on the Bucks. It was 107-79. Expect that same type of game, but 7 here seems like, I don't know. I'm guessing that one was at home. It was. Dominated that one. 217.5 and now 215. I would lean to an under again. I don't know if Milwaukee's able to score enough. You might be able to take advantage of a Boston team on the second half of a back-to-back. You might get some tired legs, but only way to go. I'll lay the 7 here with the Celtics. I don't care if they're on the second half of the back-to-back. Give me Boston here in this one. I'll lay the points. I think they win by 10 plus. I don't trust this Bucks squad. Hey, that wraps up game 2 in the NBA. Let's head on over to the third one we got on this card. We got Denver into Utah to take on the Jazz. Tough spot here as well. Back-to-back spot for the Nuggets, and then they're laying 11. I'm going to lay it. It's just one of those spots that we know the Jazz are tanking here in this one. Nuggets in the second half of a back-to-back. They excel in the second spot of a back-to-back. That's why they're laying 11. Everybody's like, oh, you just lost. Can't bet Denver here. Yes, we can. Oh, that's the reason why they're 11. Trying to cook you into the Jazz. The Jazz 3-7. They're tanking. We know they're tanking. So only one way for me to go here in this one. I'm going to lay it with the Nuggets. Give me some Nuggets to start the week. Let's get some barbecue sauce thrown in there as well. Let me just look at some numbers. I'll tell you. Let's see. What do we got here? Nuggets. Nuggets against the Jazz. Has set Jazz 0-4 in their last 4 games. Straight up and against the spread. Full on tankathon mode, averaging about 110 points a game, while Denver's averaging 121 points a game over the last month. And out on the road, 122. So 12 points ahead. That's why this thing's at 11. And you look Denver, like I said, Denver, when they start playing extra games, they love it. It's kind of like a playoff run. They thrive on the second game 5-night spot here for Denver. And then guess what? They're 4-0 in this spot, ATS-wise, this season. Over might not be a bad play, but I'll lay it with the Nuggets in this one. Hey, let's head on over to the last one we got on the card. We got the Clippers. Hey, second half of a back-to-back for the Clippers. Big win for the Clippers heading in to take on the Warriors. We know no Steph here for Golden State in this matchup. Golden State 4-6, 3-7 ATS-wise. 1.5 here. Clippers on the back-to-back. I'm guessing we're going to see some guys might sit, but second half of the back-to-back. I like the under here in this matchup. Low-scoring one. We've seen head-to-head between these two squads. It's been lower-scoring games. Earlier, back on January 5th, it was a 103-102 win. Clippers got the win there in that one. And then back in October, it was 98-79. Both of those went under the total. 5 of the last 6 have went under the total. This total's at 219. Just see if this thing's come down, because I'm going to say we're going to get a little bit of under money. People might think second of a back-to-back it went up. It actually did go up 219.5. I see most places this total. I still like the under here in this one. Clippers, Warriors. Tough to call side. I like the under as the play. Hey, that wraps it up for the Look Ahead show. Appreciate everybody that joined me here as we were looking ahead at the slate. And hey, if you want to head on over to Tony's Picks, that's where you can find my best bets and premium plays. Those are quick link in the description. Gets you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com. And for me, hey, let's find a little 3-teamer for everybody. Nothing like a little parlay, as they say, to start the week. Let's throw in the Detroit Red Wings here over Nashville to get their revenge. The Detroit money line in hockey. We're going to take, give me Morgan State plus the 2.5 as well in that one. And then one in the NBA, we are going to throw in, give me Boston. Give me the Celtics. Lay the 7 there in that one. There's a little 3-teamer for everybody to start the week. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Shout out everybody. Definitely. We did. I just have to hit the rewind and the replay there. But I covered down all the NHL picks. So shout out to you. Let's have a good start to the week. Thanks for joining me here on the Look Ahead Show. We'll see you guys again on Monday. We'll have the everything rolling along on the Monday card. Take care. See you guys on Monday on the happy hour. Have a good one. See you guys again soon.